All right, y'all, and we're live. Welcome to the G Spot, everybody. Hey, T. Hey, Deja. Hey, fellas.
Hey.
What's going on, y'all? We live G Spot.
All the way. Talk about Tuesdays. We got Chris holding us down on the other end with the fellas. I'm over here in the virtual world with the ladies. Tonight we have some interesting conversations to talk about. So it's a guys and girls Cypher. And we're going to talk about why people lie. Got a couple questions around that. We're going to talk about titles, what they mean, why are they so important, are they even necessary? And then we're going to talk about hypergamy relationships. And this is something that Deja was like, yo, we got to mention this. So that ought to be interesting. So before we get started, Chris, you want to introduce the fellas to the folks watching?
Well, I'm Chris, you know what I'm saying? I'm the co-host of the G Spot, where we bring the real to you. And today we're gonna have some nice conversation with the ladies. You know, maybe we get some things that they talk amongst themselves about, but they're scared to mention amongst us. But it's all good because we got my man E-Way DJ who's gonna bring it up out of them. Say what's up, EJ?
How y'all doing? What's going on?
And my brother right here, Milwaukee icon, you know. My man Brian. I ain't gonna say his last name. I'm thinking of getting too much up.
It's Brian All-Star Franklin.
What up, B?
Shit on me. I'm good. I'm good on birthday.
What's up, man? The guys is having a good time. They're like, the girls, y'all all serious, but we about to get it together, y'all. So
he's sitting here at the bar, G. We just
yes, toast and cheers. I got to get me a drink.
Y'all at home waiting for y'all man to get back home.
T, welcome. First time on the show. Married woman, so it'll be good to get that kind of insight and advice. Deja, welcome. Second time on the show. You were on the kind of the launch when we were in the physical studio, but also married. So it'll be good to get the perspective of married women. So I'm excited to have you all. Thank y'all for joining, and we're gonna jump right into it. But first, let me give a shout out to my sponsors. So welcome to the G Spot. Talk about it Tuesday live. And just a quick shout out to those who hold us down each week. First of all, those in the studio, Chris, Pop Life Conley, and Jaku Hill. We got Greta on deck. We appreciate the support. We got Protected Hearts that have come and show love in the building, another quality lifestyle. With Andron over there, you got the G Spot, you got Final Cut Multimedia. Shout out Bo Black. Talk to Bo today. He's chilling in New York, holding it down, enjoying himself and putting in work. So Bo, shout out to you for sure. And then T.Y. Little, T.Y. does all the art and designs. T.Y. is the man. So shout out to those people. Now, question, why people lie? And these questions, just so y'all know, they came from the G-Spot audience and different people that wanted to add little things that they thought were important that should be discussed. So one of the things that I talked about with a friend of mine was the reason why a lot of relationships don't work or they really go sour fast is because people aren't genuine from the top. They start off, even in the dating phase, just lying about any and everything, and aren't real about just who they are. And so why do y'all think that is? And how can we change that?
That's a question to me.
That's a question to everybody. This is general.
Ladies first. This is interesting.
Ladies first. Ladies first.
T. Deja, y'all want to jump on that? First of all, have y'all dated somebody who did that? Go ahead, T. I'm sorry.
I've done what? What was the question?
Lying in the dating phase. People aren't.
What type of lying? Because there's two types of lying. There's deception and then there's lying.
Okay, well, define those two types, Brian.
Okay, deception is you got 7-year-old pictures on your date profile. So when the nigga see you, you a whole nother person. That's deception. Lying is I'm waiting on my paperwork to get found on my divorce, whatever else, and bitch, you still married. That's lying.
Oh.
Okay, ladies, would y'all agree?
I agree to disagree. However, I call that a lie with intent, though. There's a reason for that. Only reason a woman would lie about being divorced or getting divorced is security. she either figures out whether she wants to either still be married to the man, or it depends on the financial status too. But most of the time, women typically only lie for that reason. If they married, that's only if they're married.
Only lie for that reason.
Yep.
Hmm.
Security. A lot of women don't leave their husbands because of that. A lot of women feel stuck. Because
They are stuck. Shit.
But you should never
Wait. I had a okay, since we, because I don't want to fuck the quote up. I made a post the other day about this shit. Because this as far as like in this generation of years,
Yeah, we are. Hold on. Y'all might have to turn that volume back down a little bit. Sound like Prince in a revolution. We are here to party.
tonight.
Purple rain.
this ain't the surface.
Hey,
This ain't the
that's my
surface. Pro.
shit too now. Don't.
Hey, I got that on DVD. Don't play. That is my man right there.
Okay. All right, that's better. Right? Y'all turned it down?
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe a little bit more. Yeah. Okay.
It says first, you the only one with the gamer headset on and shit.
Yeah. Okay, that ain't bad. I can deal with that.
Yeah, that sounds cool.
All right, Brian.
Okay,
you were
can I
saying?
say, oh, go ahead.
Go ahead, knock yourself out. I'm trying to find this post.
So Deja, what any add-ons to that?
Yeah, I would say that it's either two things. They lie because in the beginning, because they don't think it's gonna go far. And you can hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, they don't think it's gonna go far, and they like basically like they know it's just for fun in the beginning. So
Is she
just
telling
having
him that
fun. They
it's for
don't feel
fun in the
need.
beginning? Is she telling him it's for fun in the beginning? Does that matter?
What, lying for fun?
Yeah. I mean, I'm saying like,
Situation is fun.
if you married, right, and you out here in the streets acting as if you're not married, you the ultimate scuzz bucket ass bitch. Honestly.
Tell us how you really feel, Brian.
You're a punko. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I mean, just because like a motherfucker that's married, you got so much shit getting wrapped up into that shit that like bitch, you're useless if you know what I'm saying? To a nigga that's fully single, that's fully can make a move or bust a move, like you.
Let me ask you this, Brian. Do you think, I mean, when it comes to that, because it sounds like an absolute, that's an actual law you have in yourself, and you're not the first person who actually speaks like that. But here's the thing. What happened is that same sentiment, do you express that same sentiment to men who operate in the same fashion?
That was gonna be my question. Very good question,
Yep,
Chris.
I was going to say that too. Yeah, that's.
What do you think? What do you say to that?
It
Brian?
was really hard for me to hear the question. It was an echo.
Well, I just put it in reverse. And I'm asking the brother if he feels the same way, the same sentiment towards men who do the same thing. Is that how you express that thought?
I think in any situation it should be 100.
Honestly,
You know what I'm saying? Like the niggas that, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's funny. I got them on my family. The two household ass niggas. Two household ass niggas is bogus in the motherfucker.
So Brian,
Because
you believe
the nigga that is just, you know, somewhere the fuck far off where we thought like that shit. It ain't cheap.
But we being honest. Do you feel the same way about a male? You know,
Yes.
is he a punk hoe and a scum bucket and a
He's
fucker
scuzz bucket.
motherfucking weak ass?
He bogus in the motherfucker
Okay.
because, like, just be honest about the shit. You feel more comfortable when you open and motherfucker know what the situation is because when you don't be clear about that shit, you can create delusion.
And
You know what I'm
problems.
saying?
Like,
Like,
that's what some guys do. Right.
that's both.
Exactly.
Because if you just keep that shit, yeah, and then wonder why she fucking busting your goddamn windows. She got it right. Shit. Yeah. Making promises and shit. Listen, you do not have to fucking promise much to get busted. Like, that's the truth.
Right.
So what about in relationships? Why do people lie when they're in relationships? They've already got the person.
They love them.
Because they want to keep them. That's
Because
why.
they
They
don't.
love them.
Do y'all lie? Y'all married women? Do y'all lie? I bet you know what? It's a kind of rhetorical question. I bet y'all lie. Even though it may be a white lie, you know what I'm saying? But okay.
What's a lie?
So I have found some information out about, first of all, there's so many different reasons why people lie. But one of the things they talk about is that people want to promote themselves. They want to protect themselves and sometimes protect the other person. They do it to impact others. And then sometimes it's just unclear. Just people are pathological liars or they didn't know they were lying. But I found it interesting that half of the lies that are told benefit the person about 44% of the time. So there's some advantage that they get from lying. And then the other thing I thought was that you can lie so much and you start lying so much that you actually start to believe it. It psychologically changes what you believe.
There's a whole group of people out here like that.
Everywhere. They everywhere.
Listen, to protect, right? That's what men do for women. We protect y'all.
If I was married, right, and got caught up in a situation that I had to lie to protect my shit,
You got to do what you got to do.
I'm gonna lie. I'm gonna lie to protect her. Like I will be honest with the bitch I'm fucking with. You can roll your eyes all you motherfucking want.
But why? Why do we have to call all these different names? And first of all, if you are married and you're cheating, can we call you a punk ass nigga because you just call everybody else a punk ass?
No, if I'm being honest with the other chick,
All right.
if I'm being honest with the other chick, you gotta give me credit for being 100. If I'm not misleading the other, and she know exactly what it is, and she know exactly what the situation is, and I, you know.
So who do you love? Who do you love more? The other chick that you're telling the truth to,
my woman,
or your wife?
I love my wife.
Okay.
It sounds like you protecting yourself to me. It sounds like you're not protecting her. You're protecting yourself because you're trying to keep both.
Well, I'm not destroying my shit just because I got bad judgment. What the fuck you know?
Social media, everybody heard it.
Man, listen, let me tell you something. Keeping it real is keeping your shit together, goddammit.
Hey, back to the stuff. Listen to this though. If a woman cheats just as much as her man, it's like they're her hoe.
Yes.
That's a what is that, a stereotype or
No, that's a question. Hold on, what you mean stereotype? That's a question.
You know what I'm saying?
It's the word I'm looking for.
If you want to get your man back.
Double standard. That's the word I'm looking for.
Yeah, it is.
Of course.
But you still look like a hoe.
Can you mark that down? I want to have a double standards talk conversation. I want to have a real conversation about the double standard.
Why do you say that?
And that is okay. So you know, like there is shit that.
When shit is all balance shit out. Double standards balance out our society in a real way. It's shit about the past that was fucked up, but certain double standards kept.
Give us an example, Brian.
Like, okay, my goddaughter, like my goddaughter, my godson. I want my goddaughter to ask about any and every motherfucking thing that she want to do in life because I have a higher standard for her than my godson. And the reason why I have a higher standard for her because to me, that's life. That's the life is one woman is all that other shit. And I feel that she needs to conduct and carry herself in a manner that is, listen, black women are, you know what I'm saying? It's done for a lot of us. You know what I'm saying? And at this point, you need to put niggas in situations where they're not victims and they're not whatever the fuck else. But with female,
you have to give them the power of the strength of mind to deal with the bullshit, because there's so many, like
half the niggas that she's gonna deal with her life and encounter with her life are gonna be some weak ass niggas, are gonna be some
when is the last time y'all lied, guys? Yeah. When's the last time you lied?
About what? Like on
Just
like
period.
to a loved one or to
just lie. Today, yesterday.
Right now,
it was some basic ass shit, but I ain't doing it. And I told that motherfucker I wasn't home, some shit like that.
I probably lied to Cool, so I'm vibing.
I don't even consider that lying. That's more.
Listen, are y'all listening?
Yes, T.
Can you hear me? I got a question. Okay. First, I'm gonna touch on what you said the first time, why men can do it, why women can't do it, or whatever, blah, blah, blah. Men are not as forgiving as women. Okay. Men are very territorial. You're very territorial. It's just like a dog going piss on a tree when it comes to your woman. So when another man defiles that, you don't want her no more. A lot of the time, that right. So why is it that? Why don't you want? You can do it. You can cheat on your wife 50 fucking times and she forgives you. But the moment she
wait, let her finish her idea, please.
You're like, no. No.
Okay. So
are you
as
done?
Men,
you're so condescending, Brian.
As men,
That's
we're the ones that have to court y'all, that have to put y'all on the pedestal, have to buy y'all rings, buy y'all houses, make all this crazy ass investment into what you would consider a happy wife, happy life shit, right?
Bullshit. I agree with you.
Because listen,
it's some women out based on hypergamy relationships. Yep.
It's some women out here that go to Rainbow. You know what I'm saying?
We're going right into
a good body wash and wash up and go out hunting.
They do. Women hunt.
The dude that's going to take care of them, put them up, buy this big ass ring, give him this fantasy life. So at the point that when she disrespects that union that is so important to y'all, right?
It is. Yeah.
The minute that she does whatever else and gives that shit that we spent all that fucking time and effort away for.
See.
Do you not think that women put just as much effort in different things? They invest time, they take care of the kids, their body changes, they do different things, and a man just runs off and sleeps with his secretary and then expects her to forgive him and move on and not bring it up?
Because it has happened.
I hear you.
Can I get my point on that?
I hear you, but all of that stuff that you just said that she brought to the relationship, she asked for it.
So here go the lie. I'm just saying, no.
He's not waiting on her talking about she asked for it. Oh my God.
I'm just saying, so this is why I kind of not like that. You talk about he has sex with the secretary and all of that, but like you take care of the kids. Now, do I lie to you and tell you, fuck the secretary? Right, but do I tell you the truth? But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because you know, it really just is what it is.
Tell me the truth.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
you want to know the truth?
Yeah, because I would not have my man. I would not. Yeah, do y'all want to know the truth?
Tell it.
yeah. And
Is it on the dark?
But be careful. All the men on here.
And he's still taking care of home too now, though.
That
He
don't
just
mean
might have
that.
got busted or whatever.
I want to comment on what Brian said.
Go ahead.
Here we go.
Because that's not necessarily true, especially in the Black community. We know that Black men on average make 42K a year, and that's just average. But then you got most of the men, well, now a lot of the women in the community are the breadwinners and the men are not. And you got women that have the second shift role, which they work at home, take care of the kids, they cooking, they cleaning. Really, for the most part in the Black community, the women are doing more than the men. So that didn't make sense to me.
Okay, that probably didn't make sense to you because you're from a different generation. I'm still from a generation of that's what it was. That's what it is. So I don't know nothing about this women breadwinner thing and everything else. Like I'm coming to the table with the same standards and stuff that I was raised with, and values that I was raised with.
Tradition.
That's true.
That's true. You
And a
you
lot of
are,
people
even though you just
have-
cussed every bitch out who cheat and this and that, you are very much a gentleman and have an old fashioned way about relationships and you know.
Mhm.
I'm in character, damn it. You have all-star.
Okay, keep it coming in, B.
Check this out, Javon. This is what I think that we're missing this point. We're missing this fact. Because when it comes to relationships and when it comes to establishing these long-lasting commitments to people that's based more than just the tangibles that we can sense, but also the spiritual things that connect us together and what that means to the rest of the universe. And I think that when it comes to our problems with each other, with men and women, I think that we start to try to fix the problem at the wrong spot, and we don't go all the way back to when we first saw our relationships that were something to us when we were younger. We didn't know what they were, and instead we go back to our last pains. And we never get ahead because we never go back and deal with all of that misinformation or trauma that goes on early on in our lives that shape our opinions about each other. Because I'm telling you at once, I'm talking about even these brothers right here. And most men in general will tell you the same. Their perspectives on women before and after sex, the first time and forever after that is totally different. Our views on women are different before that happens. And a lot of us will say that we first got our heart broken by a woman first, and that's why we became who we are now. And so many other things too that kind of plagues us, but I think that we don't never get ahead, with this conversation because we don't never go back and think to ourselves what helped us shape our feelings towards men or towards women. What do y'all think about that?
I feel like men always use that excuse of their hearts being broke back in high school and middle school. And it's like, look at how many women have had their heart broken. I feel like it's a bad excuse.
And not only that, that too, but also there's men that ain't never had their damn heart broken. And they just break fucking hearts all the goddamn time.
I'm just saying. That's what I'm talking about. That's the reason why we can't push this conversation forward. Is because you got some funky ass nigga you fuck with or know of in your life, and not what shaped your viewpoint towards me from the beginning, like your dad.
So that was going to be my question, Chris. I think what you bring up is very vital. And by show of hands, who was raised from a two-parent household? Who grew up in a two-parent household? Okay, so half of us here, the other half didn't. And then we have people in the background who also did. So the next question, and this is one that Koo posed, and I think this feeds right into this segment right here. It's very perfect. As a woman, who taught you how to be a woman? And then for the men, who taught you guys how to be men?
My grandmother.
Say it again, T.
My grandmother. So yeah, pretty much the women I was around, my sister.
Okay.
What do you mean by who taught us how to be women? Like What do you mean by that? Who taught us how to be women?
Jaku, what do you mean by that? Just period?
No explanation. She answered the question. Now she can go with the next person.
You
Go with the next person.
you being a woman, where did you learn anything of your essence and how you are in your relationship
She
or
didn't
whatever?
see the question, so she don't know what that is. It's not no way to explain that to her. You don't explain that to
That's
somebody.
true. That's
You taught you how to be a woman.
that's
You know what I'm saying? You know, or
Yeah,
how to be a man.
that's a different
not something
generation.
you
Some
explain.
people think differently
I
and
know.
you need to break things down and sometimes
Not
you
at
don't.
all. Not at
Some
all.
people need more information.
So I'm gonna say it again with that question. She answered the question.
She didn't. She asked
Absolutely.
for
I
more
asked you
information.
to
So that's not the
elaborate.
question.
And so I gave her more information.
So the next question is, who taught the men how to be men?
That's the question we're gonna get to after she answers this. I'm not gonna have an argument with you on camera.
That's a
Jaku.
question. It's a question.
It's the question that I
asked.
Scratch the question, y'all. Take both of them off the camera. Next. Okay, we're moving on. From 0 to 100, what's your lie rating? 0 to 100%. 100% being a total liar. What's your lie rating?
100%.
1%.
You lie?
100%.
1%.
100%.
There's no need for it.
5.
100. You gotta understand what you gotta hear my thinking behind that though. But yeah, 100%.
25%.
I would like to hear your thinking behind
What's
it,
the
Chris.
point of lying?
Can y'all hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. So when we talk about the term lie, I'm not just talking about somebody vocalizing something that isn't true to you. I'm talking about living a certain particular way, being something that you aren't, all that kind of thing.
Oh, yeah.
Adopting certain things, values that you know is in disagreement with who you really are and what you learn from your foundation, with your family. Saying back from your early years. But coming up, but when it comes to these relationships and how one of the things, the characteristics that define why people lie is to protect others, and to ultimately protect themselves as well. And a lot of times, I don't think that was on there, but a lot of times, we live these lives coming up in a society. I'm not just talking about in the Black world. I'm saying the entire society as a whole, and how we learn from propaganda who we are supposed to be, and how those values and ideas totally go against what we gathered growing up, and at a point when you become a certain age, especially in your adult years, when you have to make those hard decisions, you're left with this confusing duality of ideas on, and it's supposed to guide you to make this one particular decision or be this particular person. And it doesn't work out like that. And it doesn't work out like that for anyone. So when I say it's 100%, it doesn't mean that that's my mode. That I'm just this person who just every morning, hey, good morning, babe. What you doing today? I'm gonna go try to Chicago, I'm gonna fly to, no, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying there are days I wake up and I don't want to be bothered.
Yep.
Then there's days I wake up where I want this person next to me, but I know they don't want to be bothered.
Hello.
It's not deceit or anything like that, but it's what it is when you recognize what it is and you humble yourself and you accept your fault and blame in the matter and forgive yourself too, because we don't do things that are malicious, but we do things that we become habitual offenders in.
So that don't make you a liar, though.
Yeah, it doesn't make you that. Yeah. But what it does is it confuses other people. So that's why I'm saying you have to take responsibility of that. And when you begin to have those real conversations with your mate, with your partner, about the things that bother you, the things that make you happy, and not just that, the personal reasons why you feel like that, without blaming the other person,
Come on.
then you start to realize, damn, we're all fucking human. And if I can be in love with a person who can understand that, then that makes it more the better effort, the better way, and the process of going through it to being that perfect person. People think that when you get married or when you get with somebody and have some kind of commitment, that you are ready 100% to be this truthful and honest, dedicated person, but y'all end up arguing, married or not married. You end up fighting, you end up breaking up, getting back together, all that kind of stuff.
That's
You
true.
know, because that's what life is. And I think that the older people who've been together for 40 years, you hear about people who've been married for 40 and 50 years. God, dog. You know, and they will tell you it's been a lot of hell loving this person.
Mhm.
But look at the outcome.
Is the outcome
Well,
worth
now-
it? Is the question.
So that's why I say I'm 100%. I'm being honest.
I want to touch on what Chris is talking about. Chris, what you're really actually truthfully talking about is mental illness. All of us have a level of mental illness.
Wait, quiet on the set. Quiet on the set.
No, this is what you're talking about. It's the process. It's all that. That is true.
He fought a man.
Laughing. Wait, hold on, T, because we got feedback in the back.
Mental illness.
Okay, now explain your
Please
disposition.
explain that one.
All right. When you're talking about childhood PTSD and trauma, all of those things, and having no fathers in the home, and young women, mothers on drugs,
Mine was. I had a strong father in the house. Mine was.
Say that again, huh?
Not everybody.
Right. I don't got the daddy issue that you speak.
No, see, that's not what I'm saying. But each to its own. But someone does. We all have some level of mental illness. Period. Everybody. There's no person that is.
It sounds like you just made a real broad blanket approach to outside of.
That's not
Y'all gotta whisper.
right.
No, I'm not saying it's not out there.
I don't know that. I mean, I probably do.
That was cold back and forth.
That's my business.
That was cold, dude.
Listen.
I'm listening to everything.
Who lies the most, men or women?
A lot of mo.
Men.
Now who got the best? Who got the most?
No, women. I'm gonna go against the grain on this one. I'm gonna go against the grain on this one. Women do. I'm gonna go against the grain. Women do.
Ladies, what do y'all say? What do y'all say?
What we say about what?
She said who lies the most?
Oh, G, you gotta come on camera. If you gotta
I said women do.
come on camera, because you every time you
Women
talk,
do.
you block out.
For no reason.
But the thing is, you gotta go over there because I got this on. You can't hear nothing over here.
Okay.
But you look cute.
Hello.
All right. Sorry, y'all. It's a whole shit show over here today.
I'm torn. I kind of feel like it's a tie.
Okay.
Let me give you.
She getting in there too.
So who are
Women always
men? We lie the most. Women wear their heart on their sleeve.
We do.
What you think, ladies? T, Deja.
I feel like that's
Have
true to an
reasons.
extent,
I mean-
but I kind of feel like men lie more. Women are good at lying.
Women
Wait,
just
hold
know how
on.
to
Only
do
one
it
person
better.
can talk at a time.
Women just know how to do it better.
Okay.
Men lie the most.
Okay, we got that, G.
Women just know how to do it better.
You said that. Now, ladies, what do you think?
I feel the same way. I feel like women get a bad rep because they good at it. They good at lying.
Thank you.
I don't know why this is going on.
Yes.
Okay. All right, well, we're gonna move on. Damn it. This is why men and women can't get along. No, I'm just kidding. All right, so titles. This came from the G Spot too. One of the ladies was supposed to be on, one of the G Spot fans. She was wondering, why are people so hung up over titles? Are titles even needed?
No.
It should not matter.
Did y'all hear the question?
Got somebody.
All the guys have disappeared.
Well, because the second year they got scared.
Scared?
Don't get scared. Come on.
This is made for good TV right here, y'all.
Right.
Like,
I say no. I say type
You
no.
love challenges, right, women? You love.
Well, here's
you
the
love a
thing,
challenge.
Greta. Only one person can talk at a time. So as long as you talk and nobody else, everything is distorted. Okay. So just until we get to you. Okay. So our titles needed.
Can I respond now?
Go ahead,
No,
Brian.
for traditional people, maybe, but no.
Okay, so, in your response to your, about the mental illness thing, right? I'm gonna bring up something
She just said.
when she said,
We
we like
challenges, right?
Mhm.
Okay, when
I hear her
say
say something like she likes a challenge, right?
that
That means that more than likely
someone was told
the truth about a situation,
what was
what was going on. Somebody became delusional in the situation,
Mhm.
and
and then it went to shit.
That's
So let me ask you this though. Who in that situation
you think was the delusional part, the man or the woman?
that they were both they were in a relationship. And what now? Say it one more time. Hold on.
No. I'm not trying to be I'm trying to be specific, but I'm not trying to be as specific.
Say it again. I couldn't hear.
You brought up the thing about mental illness, right?
Uh-huh.
And just in answer to your question about mental illness, I want to bring up the fact that we normally have the mental illness in the situation, right? Because the getting your heart broken as a young or whatever else is not gonna cause mental illness.
No.
A person who likes challenges, right?
Mhm.
and might be
irrational, like thinking that, they can make shit certain way because I could love a man and loving me, or all that other crazy shit.
I call that like manipulative.
But that's what I'm saying. That's the only time when I be seeing mental illness with women and delusion and ideas of delusion and grandeur. This is the first thing I learned in freshman.
We need you to wrap your idea up, Brian.
Brian, that can go both ways. I agree with you. And that can go both ways.
This is what I'm saying. As a man,
That can go both ways.
as a man, I was always taught that the only way that you really gonna respect your woman is if you feel like you married her. This is another thing to go back to the how we supposed to value a woman and everything else.
Yeah.
Like in most situations, most successful situations that I know of from the gentlemen of my past that raised me and shaped my thinking and everything else.
Yeah.
As a man,
you are supposed to you're supposed to be more to the woman than she is into you.
About 30 seconds to wrap that idea up, Brian.
But this is all I'm going back. All this is leading into it being called delusion, because that's or mental illness. That's what I heard it is referred to as far as men.
No, see, you misheard what I was saying. No, I was talking about people in general.
I probably did.
You did.
Everybody in the room.
No.
Like it was
Everybody doesn't. No, there is some level of issues. We all got some. Yeah, y'all got some. I got a bunch of them. One of them right here. Hello.
It's not all the same.
Yeah,
You just have to learn how to respect each other's illness.
that's right.
Okay, y'all.
Next question.
We just have to learn how to respect each other's illness, because we don't know what each other been through.
We don't.
You get what I'm saying?
We don't.
We don't know what each other been through, so we can't judge. So
That's
we can't judge and point the finger.
On the counter.
You get what I'm saying?
Yep. You don't know.
Right. And that's for men and women.
Yep. Like,
And
you know.
if it's worth it, you know, if it's worth to try, you know what I'm saying? You probably want to study your partner illness and mental illness or whatever. But at the same time, everybody has that, and everybody like needs respect in that area without judgment.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's a good point. Even if it's temporary, right? Because people get temporary depression and different things like that.
Yeah.
I just want to switch gears quickly, y'all. I want to shout out some people in the comments. Shout out Bilal Marcus joining, says, hey, Javon, hey, Chris, and others. Guard is a constant watcher. Guard Ramo or Ramel. G-Spot, what's good? And Bo Black checked in. What's good, G-Spot? What's up, all of y'all? We love y'all. Thank y'all for watching and watching this shit show tonight. Okay, so can we talk about titles?
Okay.
Are titles important?
As far as
Titles and deeds.
yeah.
Yeah, titles and deeds.
Titles and
Girl,
deeds.
get your ass back over there. We're trying to have our.
Let me get my finance up.
There you go.
All right,
Yeah.
the guys came back. Greta took over and hijacked the guys session for me.
They don't want
Right.
to for me. All I feel was some mental
It's
illness.
just like when y'all go to a restaurant. They can ask you what you want. You get exactly what you want. As soon as this plate come out, you got your fork out in this plate.
That sounds real. That's real personal. That's real personal, Chris.
Stay on that side. That's the point.
So who do titles serve most? The male or the female?
The female.
Titles.
Yeah.
I think that when you define everything, you can't just define the adult male and adult female. You got to also define the children. You got to define the entire unit. You know, once you have those definitions, you understand how they all work in harmony. And even though those titles may not be equally, I guess, reflective as the other, they're important. Their importance is what speaks volumes, is what holds the weight of that particular title. When they're put together in harmony, those titles work.
Do you think they cause problems?
Yeah. I do.
Tell us more about that. E.
Sometimes, I mean, I don't know, you know, for women and men, you know, sometimes you might be like, this my baby mama, you know, instead of your girl, you know what I'm saying? Or, you know, this, or, you know, or for y'all to somebody, dude might say, this my wifey, you know what I'm saying? And you, hold on, I'm your wife. You know what I'm saying? So,
And I'm definitely not gonna cook.
it's all, and then a man might be like, man, hold on, you the same way. This my baby daddy.
Good one for you.
It depends on who you're talking to.
Are we talking about titles like for dating a guy or meeting a guy or a woman, vice versa? Whether we're interested in that? What about those titles?
Like what? My boo, my boyfriend, my boo.
Ask the question again, see?
Okay, I'm gonna repeat it. The question is, when dating or seeking relationships, are you hung up on titles based on their career?
That's a good question.
What you mean?
Career titles, sometimes professional title status.
Talking about the status. Variable to it now. She's putting.
So while y'all thinking about that,
That doesn't mean anything to the title. To a particular title.
Bo
So those are
Black
titles.
comment says it depends on whether the people involved
No,
require.
I wouldn't say.
Not all people require titles. And he said when the titles are abused, they cause trouble.
Correct. That's very correct.
So some people want to know,
Yeah,
I'm
the
your
word of
woman, I'm
crown.
your man, you know, boyfriend, girlfriend. They place that on you. All right.
No answer.
I mean, I really don't have an answer for that.
I wonder about.
So let me give you an example.
I got a question.
Say for
No,
instance,
I get what you're saying. I mean, I really don't have an
see,
opinion.
you see me, right? Just like you see me right now, right? You have no idea what my profession is, right? You want to take me out on a couple dates, take me go have a drink, whatever. You eventually find out what I'm doing, which I was working at, let's say the Goodwill or something. What would you do then? Would you continue to date that person? See? Why? I want to know why. I get it, but I want to know your answer as to why that would be. Even though she's a nice girl.
I've been going through that shit my whole life, so it's time for me to get back. No, I mean, realistically, like, if you, what was the use of all this growth and all this doing whatever to make myself a better person if I'm still gonna fuck with motherfuckers on the level of what I was before? That was a waste of the fucking last 20 years of my life if I'm at 45 dating
Okay, so then here's the next question then. So I'm thinking
It's a preference. You know, I think a person has the right to you know, date who they, you know, to look forward to pursue who they, you know, they.
But see, now I got another question for you. See, we're on the same subject. So there, okay, you got a young lady, 5 kids, 2 baby daddies, CNA.
She's doing pretty good then. She's doing pretty good.
But they all deadbeats and she don't know. Then what? She a nice girl though.
Listen, when she said 5 kids, it was already put into the category.
You know what I'm saying? But see, but I'm about to flip it. Listen, baby, listen, I'm about to flip it. But look, watch this. Watch this. Now, I got all these goddamn on kids, right? I ain't got shit going for myself. But I want this man to have 8-figure. That's what we dealing with.
Don't make me get
So that takes us
title.
That takes us to the next topic, T.
Thank you. Yeah.
Deja, you actually brought this up. Deja, I want you to chime in because this is something that you felt was important. So talk about why you looked into hypergamy and what this means to you. And before you do though, basically it just means marrying up. It came from like Indian subcontinent culture, and they were using it in the 19th century while translating classical Hindu law books. But it's the practice of marrying a person or a spouse of a higher caste or social status than themselves. That's it, period.
Right.
So Deja, why did you say, you know what, hypergamy might be the way to go?
So I just personally feel like, and it's like a community of other women that feel like this out in the world too. But basically every other race of women and some men are like raised to think this way. Like you're going to get married, you're going to marry up, find somebody, you know, a lawyer, a doctor, whatever. But for Black women, it's expected for you to be a ride or die, hold them down. You got to be put through hell and back to get your happy ending. So I was like, okay, it makes like we should be doing, if every other race can be doing it, why can't we do it? So we need to be doing the same thing, like dating up.
Yeah.
Once again, I guess we have a serious.
That's what he just said.
We have a serious generation gap because
Yes,
that's what it is.
But you know what though, I actually agree with that. You know, and I'm from the old school too. But on this condition though, you know, if you call yourself marrying up, the very thing that you expect out of that person, you have to already be yourself.
Hey,
but the era y'all come from is hypergamy though. Y'all come from a hypergamous era already. Like a lot of the women, they were stay-at-home wives or stay-at-home moms, and the men were the breadwinners. So y'all come from that already.
yeah,
No.
it's like for 8 years.
I would say that our parents did, but
I did.
They marched. Goddamn, I'm mad that they marched because now I gotta work. Okay, that I didn't march. I didn't march for that. I didn't ask. Yeah.
Well, that's
No,
another
my
story for
parents stayed
another day
like
because
that.
that didn't even benefit us. But yeah.
My parents stayed like that for a very short time in our lives. We were small children before my mother was like, shit, she get a job too.
Oh, listen, my
Dang.
mom worked. My mom worked.
My mom worked too, but my dad wasn't around. So
It was time my father was
Listen, my mom worked and then got sick, and then my father made sure he took care of his woman, he took care of his family.
look,
And
my
if
mama
we're
was
gonna look at this from a Black perspective,
It's- Yeah.
the women joining the march for women's liberation with other white women, let's just say that what it is.
The biggest rules of all time.
We took away jobs from Black men, right? And then you get deindustrialization. So men who didn't have to have a college degree can have real sustainable income, sustain a family by himself from working at A.O. Smith or these other, large manufacturing kind of companies. That went overseas, right? Because they got cheap labor. Then you got the women, I want to work and shit. Now we working and then you're a Black man, right? So you're the lowest on the totem pole, or it depends. Some people say Black women, but for the most part, you're hated, right? And so you're not going to get that job. So it's just been a snowball effect, in my opinion, that has placed the Black woman up here professionally and in relationships. She's holding down the fort, so yeah. I don't know.
It's sad. It's like that. It's very sad, but it's like that. My sister husband stays home. Never worked. One of my little sister's husband. Never worked. Ever. Ain't never. So to me, a man don't work, don't eat. My grandmother taught me a man's supposed to work. That's what we saw. Men working. That's what you know what I'm saying.
Wait a second.
What to want and what to, you know what I'm saying? What just you gotta kind of reverse the role.
So hold on, this is what we're talking about. This is what is spent off of what you just got through saying. So we reverse the roles and we're talking about the stay-at-home dad now. And Brother Eway said, I would gladly
cook and
clean in a minute.
And so Ryan is, of course, and he's not in agreement with that. So that's where we at right now.
We're in a different
It actually
time.
can work. Let's hear what he said. Let's hear his reason. He said that actually can work.
See, I know what he's saying about the control thing. Right. But you just gotta have your leeway. You know what I'm saying?
You do.
Make sure
I'm gonna tell you one thing.
Your own car, you know what I'm saying? So you ain't gotta do
How you getting that if you ain't working?
Oh, hell no.
Wait.
Let me tell you one statement.
She bought the car.
You might be building. You might be rehabbing.
Let me tell you one statement.
Oh, so he has a skill that's actually useful in the home.
I still got something.
That equates to dollars, that equates to income. That makes sense.
It's very difficult for a woman to respect the man in that role.
Okay, I want y'all to hear this too. There is no Sojourner Truth House for men. Just remember that. So when she over there smacking you upside your head, talking crazy to you and shit,
And they do be doing that.
because of course they feel like they got I would take shit from a woman. I ain't mad, please. You know what? If you give me a gift, I'm buying you a motherfucking gift back, just so you don't think I owe you any motherfucking
The
thing.
reason why I say that is I'm expensive.
You expensive. Did he just say he expensive?
Fuck you thought.
Oh God! You charge by the hour. What do you charge by the hour?
I know that 75% of the women out here in this market can't afford me.
Oh,
Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! Y'all are hilarious, dude.
exactly. Thank you, Chris. All right, so we kind of switched into this. There's this guy named Kevin Samuels. I'm not sure if y'all heard of him. He talks about high value men, and he talks about women who are seeking and want high value men. And one of the things he talks about is women need to understand that, first of all, what you want is not realistic. right? So high value man would be a man that's making maybe, 6 figures or more, successful, looks good, 6 feet or better, like just this whole package deal, right? And he's like, we need to be more realistic. That just doesn't exist. The average man, particularly Black men, I think make $42,000 a year. So he says we need to humble ourselves, come on back down, get real men, and fall in line. What do y'all think about that?
He is a joke. I don't take anything he says seriously.
Yeah,
He's a joke.
What he said.
Can you, G, I need you to zip it. I need both of y'all to zip it, matter of fact, unless y'all gonna get on camera.
I actually agree with her. I agree with her. And I had this conversation with elder guys in the community too, who feel the same way, who think not that he's a clown, but it's his whole approach.
His delivery.
When he talks about basically what he says, the more you build into yourself, the more you can expect out of other people. Which is that. Hold on. But the thing is, that we can quantify that from a materialistic point of view, but you can't quantify your emotions and the love that you need from a person, and that time that you need from a person, and that understanding and forgiveness that you need from those things can't be quantified. So even though a person may not have built themselves up in a superficial materialistic way, even though they may have all the things that people, they live and die for, they may be lacking the one thing that actually keeps us alive. And that's the fucking heart. You see what I'm saying? And if he has all those things that he says a woman needs, and that he says a man needs in order to be this manly person out here, but he's lacking that other part, that unquantifiable part, then he's lost the game anyway. Because he has nothing to put, he has no real memories that his mate is going to wake up in the morning 20 years down the line and say, remember this? It's the little things that count. He don't have that. He doesn't have that thought. So that's my take. I think he be a whole person. I think some of the stuff he's saying is true, but he's asking some things that kind of negates his whole narrative. So that's why I'm at with it.
He also been married 2 or 3 times, so he got to take his own advice. Yeah.
Y'all don't listen to Steve Harvey. Niggas don't listen to Steve Harvey no more. Because all his marriages, he want to tell you how to live.
Yeah.
He was rich.
Okay, so back to Kevin Samuels, right? So, but this is what I'm saying. I would rather take advice. Would you take advice from somebody that ain't never been married, or would you take marriage advice from somebody that's been married or somebody that's not been married? Been married.
Been married.
Thank you.
So,
Exactly.
Three times is the truth. Let me failure rate. You're 0 for 3, bro.
But
Okay, so let me speak on Kevin Samuels. So let's realistically look at this shit, right? So you are saying a person that is telling a lot of delusional people to be realistic about their standards and who they dating, and that nigga in your inbox give that nigga a fucking chance, that's bad advice? Like, I hear you saying that you come off and you don't have what man, the nigga is hurt. The nigga's obviously hurt, and he's willing enough to show his lessons of what he's learned about the shit. But what I'm saying is that the overall message of women being more realistic about their options and what they are, like it's women out here that got okay. I'm gonna tell you.
We need you to wrap this up and women.
But this is what I'm saying though. Okay. So a lot of times the shit that we consider like good options or a good makes a good woman be bullshit. The shit be like the shit be some Instagram shit. Just because she looks a certain way and she got a certain that she's a bad bitch. Like, come on, man. That the shit is not quantified in what you got. Right, that's what I'm saying.
But is that
so for him to say to a group of these women, because that's who he's talking to. He's talking to the mass population, which is full of shit. Is why I say 75% of these bitches can't afford me. When he's talking to them, that is the perfect message for them.
No,
And he's part of the society that look at relationships and stuff like you. Where you, like how you're not how you don't whatever you said before, that don't look at hypergamous situations. Of course you're gonna take offense to what Kevin Samuel said, whatever fuck else. But to be honest with you, a lot of that shit, like all these damaged individuals, is just a whole fucking country full of damaged individuals. How the fuck? It's not too many people to stand out. So basically, dude is saying you pot of people. You pot of damaged baby mamas and baby daddies, whatever the fuck else. Y'all need to be more realistic about what your goals need to be as a fucking partner. And you need to lower your shit because the population of men that you're looking for doesn't exist.
I get what you're saying. I get that.
Which goes back to the lie shit because too many people lie to themselves about what the fuck they really are.
Or what they want.
Yep, y'all
Good point to be.
what they want.
can I respond to that? I feel like Kevin Samuel's career is based on like bullying and belittling Black women, and his audience is like mainly Black women, and he's getting fame and money off of putting them down and talking down on them and belittling them.
But yet
I don't.
So wait a minute.
Wait. Let her finish her thought. Please let her finish her thought. Please let the women finish their thoughts tonight. Please. Thank you, fellas.
Yeah, because we done listened about 10 minutes of two thoughts. Come on now, baby.
Go ahead,
So
Deja,
with
finish
Kevin
that.
Samuels, his whole approach is pretty much from a vain point of view. He's telling on his shows, like, what do you rate yourself? And he'll tell them straight up, I think you're a 5. I think you're a 6. You don't deserve a man of this caliber because look at you. Every time it seems like his approach is always based off of looks.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
I don't think
Here's
there's.
the point. I know, but see, you know, the road to hell is paved with good intentions. I know what you're trying to do. You know what I'm saying? But it's not leading to the direction he wants to go into. That's obvious.
And that brother was needed for the side.
Yes, because he ain't talking to us. You know what I'm saying? I know. And good in it. They're not taking it wrong with it. Being better people. Okay. That's all I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. This is the whole. I want you to keep it real. I want you to tell the truth. You're cheating on me type of society, but you can't tell the truth about your motherfucking self.
But he's one guy who died and said he knows every woman.
They asked him for the advice.
I mean, they go on and ask.
You put yourself. She put herself in front of him to tell him the truth. And for him to tell her the truth,
they do call in.
She gets the truth. She gets his truth because she went to him for his truth. And then complain about it.
I'm not denying that. I don't think the women that go
on there can't handle the truth.
He's a crass guy. He could be quite crass in his delivery. I will say that a lot of the stuff that he talks about or says, he makes some very valid points. Some of them he's reaching. He's pulling shit out of his ass sometimes.
Yeah.
A lot of the time. But he makes some really valid points. So it's times I was like, you know what? He might be right about that. He gets on the guys just as well as the women. For a minute, he was getting on Black women, but lately he been getting on the white ones, and he trying to switch it up and sister us and all this stuff, trying to make up for some of that damage he's causing. We've already got broken families. Black love is revolutionary, and him starting off the way he started off wasn't the most productive for the Black community.
It's perfect for this generation, for this Instagram,
I can agree with that.
Honestly, all these people put themselves out there to be judged anyway.
So I mean, he's perfect for this.
Yeah.
Like Kevin Samuels and what the fuck is going on now?
Yeah.
Perfect.
And one of the things I do like about him is, first of all, his rating is deep. Like, who is it? Who's a 10? Kelly Rowland? I don't even know. Beyonce is an 8.
Kelly Rowland.
Yeah, that according to him. But what I do like about him is that you know, he doesn't let you rate yourself as a 7. You're either a 6, 8, 9, or 10, right? I forgot my train of thought, but yeah. What? Jay-Z?
We was saying things about the situation.
That's fucking whole baby, goddammit. That's whole baby, okay?
Explain to her like what you think.
You ain't never seen a picture
Of Kelly Rowland's baby.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, she never showed. I never seen it. Where? Who?
Look like Jay-Z. Yeah.
Shut up, y'all lying. I'm about to look.
That's probably what Becky with the good hair was. No, Becky did reverse. Becky with the good hair was Dame Dash's fucking baby mama.
No, it wasn't. It was you know who it
Oh,
was? It was oh God, what's the blonde hair girl? Remember Jay-Z used to hang out with the rock star dude, and then the girl was an actress. You know, Brian, come on, you know movies. Blonde hair, she almost looked like Beyonce except a white version. Oh, what is her name?
This looks like the baby.
All I'm saying is, okay, see, okay.
Gwyneth.
I'm a nigga, right?
Paltrow.
Oh, her. Yeah.
You're not good at Paltrow?
Becky with the
Okay, so this
They
is
ain't
what I'm
friends no
saying.
more.
And hold my nigga right. Love his music. I especially love his old music. You know what I'm saying? Not that on the run shit. But all that old shit. Anyway, Jay-Z bogus in the motherfucker. He deserved to get slapped up in the elevator. To be honest with you. He whole ass nigga. I'm sorry. Then the nigga turned into a fucking billionaire empire.
Did you see what he told motherfucking? Oh my God!
What did he do?
I love
That nigga think he's 30. And he's 30. You know why he's 30? Because he's a black billionaire.
Are he and Beyonce in a hypergamous relationship, or is she just equally as valuable?
Man, listen, that nigga playing the game and
I'm arranged
now
marriage.
I think
All
equally.
right, so we about to get out of here. No more last call at the bar. Last call. Ladies, I appreciate y'all joining us and getting your word in when you could. We will definitely be on again, and we will definitely try this again with some other topics and a little more structure. But it was fun. Any last words? Any last minute words about anything tonight?
If you haven't watched, go back and watch Being Mary Jane.
Being Mary Jane. No, I will pass on that.
Really, Chris?
I watched
That was a
I mean, I
great
watched it
show.
already. I didn't have to sit through it. Just come in the house and sit, like, get out of here.
She just crazy.
With this mess.
It's good.
It's entertaining, but come on, I don't know.
It's real. Did you watch Insecure? I mean, these are real. These are the realities of women that maybe y'all just don't get because y'all like, okay, it's just entertainment.
No, I get it. I totally get it. But I don't think it helped y'all. But that's another conversation.
But it's speaking to a reality. Instead of avoiding the Black woman's reality, is speaking to it and showing it and highlighting it.
I'll tell you why I don't like it real quick since you just brought it there. It's because you got this highly successful woman who seemingly can't get it right in her life, in her personal life with men and in her life with her family. But the fact that she's successful says this: keep doing you, bitch.
What is with the bitches tonight?
And that's the
But that's what it says.
That is not what it says.
That will beat it up in a fucking foreign island somewhere. So be Mary Jane and I'll catch you in Aruba somewhere.
You can have all the successes, all the
What do we
things,
get? I don't want your ass.
everything going for yourself, but
I
that
don't
one
want
thing
your-
you can't figure out.
I
And
don't
the truth
want
of the
you
matter
to-
is there are tons of Black single women out here, professional, good women. That's something that they showed. You can't
As long
deny
as
that.
you're making money, fuck these niggas.
Yep.
And they do. Multiple ones. Because they've taken on the role as the men. Hello.
But we dogs. But we dogs though.
Hey,
Okay. All right. Yeah, that double standard goes.
it's not a double standard.
I don't think they're dogs. They're
When can we have a double standard conversation?
It's
Because
a
this is something
cycle.
that we really, I feel like this is what's lacking in our fucking community on the real.
Okay, so look. So okay, we talk about it, whatever. The other double standard is the part that y'all don't like.
She turned the water off.
That's the part that y'all cheat. And when we
Everything.
do it, are y'all accepting to it? See, that's double standard.
Mhm.
You gonna go back to that
Listen,
question?
you
again?
want this double standard. We're gonna talk about it, so we're gonna talk about
Listen,
it.
let me tell you something. Okay, let me tell you something. If you
I'm gonna take
are-
that
if-
real deep. I'm gonna take
if
that
you
one
are of
really,
these- if you are
really,
one of
really
these,
deep.
There you go, T.
If you are one of these women who like homosexual, what is it? Okay, if you fuck with a homosexual, right? And he come into your household. I listen to you. And you come into your household, right?
Uh-huh.
And you put him up, buy him George, buy him a PlayStation, all that other shit. And he cheated on you. You got a right to be mad. But goddamn it! If you live in a very comfortable life in a big ass house and a big ass existence and you really don't want the shit to take your 3-4 vacations a year and everything else, and I have to get some head and then fucking one.
Guess who else gonna be getting head?
Hey,
if she's in
guess
Puerto
what,
Rico?
guys?
Listen,
Listen
Be
again.
getting head,
Wait,
baby.
wait, listen. Listen. Hey, look, listen, look at you. Are y'all listening?
I'm listening.
Y'all hear me?
What that way, double standard. That's why it just don't have to function.
Double standards.
Hey, listen.
Oh, you get mad at that. You mad at her double standard. though.
Anyway, thank y'all for joining.
Chris, listen.
We'll see y'all next week.
Ah!
All right, y'all, peace.
Wait, Chris, look up New Pussy on YouTube. It's called New Pussy. Look it up. It's called New Pussy. Oh,
We're
YouTube.
gonna check it out.
Look it
He a
up.
married man. Why you telling him to look at new pussy?
We're gonna check it out, T.
Oh.
New Pussy on YouTube. Y'all check
Look
us
it
out on
up,
YouTube.
though,
We're
and
trying to grow
then we'll
this
talk about
station.
it.
We're trying to do more things.
Some bullshit.
We're
Fuck that
also on
double.
Instagram,
The double
Facebook.
standard is real.
Yeah, G-Spot, baby. All right. Thank you, ladies. Love you so much. Thank you for taking the time. Guys, I love you too, even though y'all talked over the ladies and took over. Next time we gonna come over
Ask
and
for a
take over.
damn line to come in the building.
Right.
See y'all soon.
Bye.
Good weather out there in Texas.
Boy, you stupid.
Thanks, T.
Bye. Thanks, Javon, for having me.
Bye, y'all.